Wagwan, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to show you how to cook the most perfect white rice, or as we call it in Jamaica, shelly rice. And this is traditionally how rice was cooked in Jamaica long ago. This method was handed down to me by my great-grandmother, and this is perfect for when you're cooking in bulk. For example, you're cooking at a restaurant, or you're cooking for a lot of people, or at an event. First thing first, gonna wash the rice until the water runs clear, and I'm using Alberta rice. So after washing the rice, then I put the rice into the sun. Gonna allow the rice to dry, and I'm gonna cover the rice to prevent flies or any other insect from getting into the rice. If you do not have sun in your area, you can wash the rice long before you're ready to use it, and then leave it out to air dry on the countertop. Now the rice is nice and dry, so I am gonna cook it. So I put a pot with about 2 cups of water on medium high heat. I added salt to taste, cover the pot and bring it to a boil. Now I'm gonna add the rice. So I'm using a fork to stir the rice, and as you can see, the water is too much, so I am going to remove some of the water, because the water should be at least an inch over the rice, and this is too much water. So no worry, no fret, the water can be removed, right? So now I'm adding about a tablespoon of chiffon margarine, and then cover the pot and allow the rice to cook on high heat. As you can see, the water dissolved, but the rice is not fully cooked as yet. It need to steam, so I am putting a piece of foil paper over the rice, gonna cover it and allow it to steam for about 15 minutes on very low heat. So the rice is ready, and so now I'm going to use a fork to fluff the rice. I turn off the heat, and this is my perfect white shelly rice, cooked the old-fashioned way. This is a very old-fashioned way of cooking. I am urging you to try this method, and you will see what I'm talking about. The rice tastes so much different from when you just wash the rice and cook it, and it tastes much better, and it is shelly. The camera is not giving the rice any justice at all, but it's up to you whether you want to try this recipe or not. If you want traditional recipe, remember to subscribe to my channel, because trust me, I have a lot of old-fashioned cooking recipes handed down to me by my great-grandmother and my grandmother as well. You don't know, my grandmother is still alive and kicking. Okay, so I'm gonna pair it with some stewed chicken back. So I'm using uncut chicken back. Uncut chicken back is a local chicken back in Jamaica. It tastes so much better than the imported chicken back. So I clean up the chicken back, remove the fats, the skin and all of that, wash with vinegar and water, drain pat dry, season with spices, salt as well, and fresh herbs. So now I'm gonna cook the chicken back. I put a pot on low heat, and then I added some vegetable oil, and now I am adding about a tablespoon of brown sugar. Gonna allow the brown sugar to caramelize and to burn off that sweet taste of the sugar, but in the same breath not to allow the sugar to burn, else the meat will taste like burnt sugar. So gotta be careful there, and normally do this on low heat. So now I am adding the chicken back, because the sugar is caramelized and nice. So now I'm gonna stir the chicken back all over into the caramelized sugar, just to get the chicken back coated with the caramelized sugar. Then I'm gonna cover the pot and allow the chicken back to cook in its own juice on medium heat. So I'm gonna turn up the heat to medium. It is on low at this point, but now I'm gonna turn it up to medium. The chicken back has been cooking in its own juice on medium heat. And as you can see, the chicken back catches the color that I want and also developed flavors. So now I am going to add some water to the chicken back to cook it on high heat. I'm not going to add a lot of water, just enough to cover the chicken back, because chicken back is basically skin and bones multiplied by ribs. So it doesn't have a lot of flesh. So now I'm going to cover the pot and cook the chicken back on high heat. The chicken back is basically finished, but I am adding a little bit of ketchup to it because there is a love affair between me and ketchup. Yeah, man. So I added a little bit of ketchup. As I said, it is totally optional. So now I'm going to cover the pot and allow the gravy to thicken up some more. I'm not going to add cornstarch nor flour or anything like that to my gravy to thicken it. I don't like it. I like when my gravy thickens naturally. And that's basically it. Traditionally cooked shelly white rice and brown stew chicken back. And I dish out some in my portion plate. I still believe this portion plate is a little bit too big, so I'm gonna size down a bit more. Yeah, man, if you want traditional cooking, you come to the right channel. Thanks for watching.